Hello again, and welcome to the latest bulletin from Haverhill UK News, brought to you by Haverhill TV. In the news for today, Tuesday, July the 30th. A new person is to take over the chair of Haverhill's pioneering partnership of local authorities and agencies, One Haverhill. Police warn of burglars taking advantage of people leaving windows and doors open in the hot weather after a spate of incidents over the last week. And wondering what to do with the kids during the long summer holidays. The Leisure Centre has a bundle of ideas. The board of One Haverhill, which brings together councils and agencies across all areas of provision in the town, will have a new leader in September. Sarah Howard has taken over the chair from Councillor Anne Gower. Sarah is a representative of the business community on the board. Councillor Gower, who has chaired the board for the last 2 years since its inception, will stand down from it altogether. And the town will have 2 new Suffolk County Council representatives on it, Councillor Rebecca Hopfensperger, who's the Cabinet Member for Localities, and Councillor Tony Brown, who's a member for Haverhill and East and Keddington. Haverhill TV caught up with Anne Gower and Sarah Howard today, and I asked them about the role of the chairman of One Haverhill. What do you think was achieved in that time?
Well, what I hope I've achieved is that the County Council, particularly, and the Borough Council have recognised the important place that One Haverhill has in the town, and I think they've recognised the way that we've all worked together and pulled together with all the stakeholders to get where we are today. We've got a lot of knowledge about the town, and people round the table do invest their time, and they are very positive about working together, and they all want what's best for the town.
Here's Sarah Howard, who's taking over as the new chairman of One Haverhill. She's a director of Suffolk Chamber of Commerce. Do you have targets in mind as the new chairman?
Well, we've been asked to look at part of the 2031 vision plan, which is about the town centre, and I'm going to put it to the rest of the board in September at my first meeting, that we do take a long and have a look at that.
Police are warning people to keep windows and doors secure even in hot weather after a spate of burglaries in Haverhill. A recent spell of hot weather has resulted in residents becoming less security conscious as they desperately try to get a flow of air through their homes. Apart from the obvious of closing doors and windows when you go out, police also say you should do so when you're in the garden and also at night. One recent burglary happened overnight when a resident had left their patio door open to keep the house cool. Police in Haverhill are appealing for witnesses, in particular to 3 burglaries. A house in Yarmouth Road was entered sometime between 11 a.m. and 11:15 a.m. on Friday, and a wallet was stolen from inside. A property in Strawberry Fields was entered sometime between midnight and 8 a.m. the same day through a garage. A handbag and a wallet were stolen from there. A third burglary happened between 6 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. on Friday when a property in Harewood Terrace was entered, and a handbag within and the property was emptied from it, and a purse was stolen. If you noticed any suspicious activity in the areas of these burglaries, you're asked to contact DS Andy Day at Bury St Edmunds CID on 101 or Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. The patio door burglary happened sometime between midnight and 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday in Shadowbush Close. A handbag together with the contents and an Apple iPad was stolen from there. If you were in the area of that one and noticed any suspicious activity, you're asked to call PC Gary McCormick at Bury St Edmunds Police on 101 or Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. And now for some more of your comments in our regular feature, Sound Off. All sorts of subjects up for discussion this week. The proposed one-way system for Camps Road, the old Corn Exchange, the tunnel under the Gogs, the exodus of Haverhill's bigwigs and double yellow lines. Hal Revy says, "My wife tells me you can't have a one-way system that changes through the day. Why was there no consultation with traders in the town? This proposal affects every house south of High Street. Do we all go down Crowland Road to access the High Street? Why have our representatives kept this secret? I give it a week." JXB says at the SNT meeting when McGregor attended, reading from my notes taken, his sidekick at the time did say they planned to make it 24/7, and most people laughed at the idea, although generally agreeing that to try out 10 till 4 to match the existing traffic regulation order may work as a trial. Originally was planned for 18 months, I hasten to add. That is all it was, an idea. Not once did they say it would definitely go ahead, and if it did, only if the consultation due to have started shortly after the election had decided. So it looks like once again Suffolk County Council have not bothered consulting and made a unilateral decision in Ipswich affecting some small inept town somewhere to the west of the county that nobody has heard of or cares less about. Councillor Newman needs to sort this out before anything is put in place. And JXB goes on, I personally have no problem assuming it were just 10 to 4 weekdays or 10 to 6 on Saturday, as you cannot officially get through there anyway. Aaron has been looking at the dilapidated Corn Exchange in Withersfield Road and says we'll take a lot of money to restore it. Bricks are crumbling away and damaged, window frames rotting, weeds growing out of the brickwork, guttering cracked. The cellar looks like it has been flooded. Inside it's just bare walls, rotting floor with buddleias now taking over. Roof probably needs redoing. If something doesn't happen now, then it's nearing the point where it will need too much to restore it, and it will be another part of Haverhill's history lost. DeAndre has been reading about Cambridgeshire County Council's ambitious idea of tunnelling under the Gog-Magog Hills for a bus route, and says once again Cambridgeshire being more visionary than Suffolk. Isn't it refreshing to see a council thinking through all the ideas to support the growth of a place, rather than bunging a few hundred houses somewhere and letting the population get on with having rubbish infrastructure? So how do we get Cambridgeshire to adopt us? Hal Revy raised an interesting speculation. He says, just been thinking tonight as I passed Hamlet House, a question I don't know the answer. What happened to Haverhill's bigwigs? Heathsworth House in Hamlet Road is a large house which has been converted into flats. Mance House in Hamlet Road is a large house been converted into flats. Mount House on Hamlet Road is a large house which has been converted into flats, then demolished. Anne of Cleves on Hamlet Road is a large house been converted into offices. Hamlet House on Hamlet Road is a large house been empty for decades. Manor House on Hamlet Road is a large house which has been empty for decades. Burton Cottage on Camps Road is a large house, was empty, then gifted by Suffolk County Council and then burnt down. Vale House on Hamlet Road is a large house that was doubled up as a vet's. I find it all very strange. And Peter Willems has picked up on the government's latest idea of letting people park on double yellow lines. He says, just seen on the news that there may be a change concerning double yellow lines and being able to park for a few minutes to get a small amount of shopping. Well, once again, Haverhill leads the way, because we already allow people to park and get their shopping in the high street. So keep those comments coming by going to www.haverhill-uk.co.uk and clicking into the local issues message board. And finally, if you're wondering about how to keep the kids entertained during the long summer holidays, Haverhill Leisure Centre probably has a solution in its packed programme of activities. Children will get the chance to have a go on the centre's portable climbing wall, which will be in Haverhill Plaza, that's outside the centre, on Thursday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Other activities are from a range of archery, pond dipping, bushcraft and firelighting, orienteering, shelter building. The centre's popular Ultimate Water Fight will also take place on the last day of the school holidays, Friday, August the 30th, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for ages 5 to 14. Plus there is a cycling session with British Cycling and raft building sessions in the pool. The centre's popular holiday camps for children aged 8 and over and the new camps for 6 to 7-year-olds will also run throughout the holidays up to Friday, August the 30th, excluding bank holiday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m, and an early drop-off or pick-up is also available. Activities this summer include athletics, cycling, swimming, football, racket sports, laser blast, arts and craft activities, and film afternoons and much more. The Leisure Centre will also be providing activities for Haverhill Rovers Family Fun Day on August the 7th and the Picnic in the Park at Easttown Park on August the 21st. For more information and prices, visit www.acleisure.com and click on Children's Activities. Well, that's all for today, but join us again on Friday, and meantime keep in touch by going to www.haverhill-uk.co.uk or following us on Twitter. And meanwhile, here's the weather for the rest of the week.